Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at game number 14 in our 20 from the Sega CD series, and this is a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up with unbelievably beautiful 3D color polygons in it. This was created by Game Arts in 1993, and it is called Silpheed. And like I said, it's got beautiful, beautiful 3D polygon color graphics, which was really quite cutting edge for its time. And not only that, but it has very, very nice sprite scaling and sprite rotation in it as well. And we're going to see a sample of that in this attract mode here. Man, look at that. Isn't that awesome for 1993? I mean, even nowadays it doesn't look terrible. It's pretty cool. Unfortunately, the actual gameplay doesn't quite measure up in comparison. It's not terrible by any means, but it's kind of a letdown compared to the graphics. But it is a vertically scrolling shoot 'em up, and there are 12 stages. And the last one could be a doozy if you don't give the final boss everything that you have, because he'll just flat out kill you if you don't beat him in time. We'll get to that later. But I won't have time to do a full playthrough, no way. But we will at least see snippets of all the stages. Wow, this impressed the socks out of me. I bought this right when I saw it in the stores, because I saw the pictures of the polygons on the back, and I had to have it, and it is very, very cool looking. And I enjoyed it for sure. It's definitely worth getting, even though, like I said, the gameplay is kind of lacking. But you can access the options screen if you want, and there is a polygon test where you can actually look at the different polygon creatures in the game, or things, or whatever, and you can rotate them with the buttons. And you can, of course, change your control setup. You can listen to the music, you can listen to the sounds. You can select normal or hard difficulty, but we're going to start with normal. Here's another cool polygon cutscene. Not every stage will have a cutscene like this. In fact, I think most of them do not. This was so darn cool. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing when I bought this. This is not the original Silpheed. There was a Silpheed before this that was for the computers, and it was nowhere near as visually arresting as this game. There was also follow-ups called Silpheed, The Lost Planet, and Project Silpheed much later on. But you can move your ship like 80% up the screen, almost all the way up the screen. On occasion, there will be instances where the game will rotate, and you can't control that, but it will look really awesome too. We'll get to that eventually. And there are voice samples as well. Kind of nice. You have rapid fire shooting. Thank goodness. Just hold down the fire button and fire away. You will be able to upgrade or get different weapons depending on how much you score, and you will get them in between the stages. And there will be little orange diamonds that you'll see, and you can get certain things from them when you shoot them enough. And you can repair your damage to your shield, and see your shield icon in the top right. See those different colors? There are 5 of them, and when you get hit, you will lose one of the colors. And when you are out, then you can take like 2 more hits, and then you will die. Now, the enemy bullets do not generally travel very fast, thank goodness. Unfortunately, the enemies can come from just about anywhere. Oops. One of the icons that you can get from those orange diamonds that you shoot can restore 1 piece of your shield. Later on, there will be some that can restore 2 pieces, or maybe 3 pieces. Or maybe refill it completely. A number of times, those diamonds, there's a shield, that's the blue, or a shield restore, that's the blue circle. There will be there will be also little yellow diamonds, and those will just be bonus points. And here's the first boss. He will shoot these little shuriken-like things that you can actually shoot, but he will also shoot bullets. Eventually, you will be able to get a strong secondary weapon, and you can make a boss fight much shorter with those. But we will see another cutscene here.
In 76, an unmanned Solar Space Force fleet suddenly started to attack the colony planets. The Greason system, the central photon computer that integrates and controls the whole galaxy network on the mother planet, Earth, was network jacked by an unknown terrorist group. The leader of the terrorists solemnly introduced himself as Zakarte.
The 3D polygons again, they were just so groundbreaking in this game. Never seen anything like it.
Way to the solar system. After drastic restructuring and the addition of reinforcements to the tactical fighter spacecraft, the SA-77
the explosions are kind of weak. They're just big circles.
Began the counterattack. Their destination, the mother planet, Earth.
But yeah, see, we get to you get 2 different shots. If you've noticed, you get like a double shot coming out of your ship. You can actually change the left shot and the right shot as soon as you score enough points. And I think you have to score like 40,000 to be able to get a new weapon. And you will get 4 of each shot. See, I didn't quite make 40,000. You get 4 different shots for the left shot, 4 different shots for the right shot, and then 4 different special weapons. I didn't get those yet. And you will get your shield restored. And I'm not sure how many points you need to score to get however many shield units back. Yeah, the enemies are pretty fast. They get kind of annoying. And now note that these big polygon rocks that come at you, they will hurt you if you touch them when they come at you. And sometimes the voice will tell you to move a certain way. You better do what they say. Yeah, I don't care if the gameplay is. Oops. See, I got hit by that asteroid or rock fragment or whatever. I don't care if the gameplay isn't fantastic. The graphics are just so worth checking this one out. Note that the items that are gleaned from shooting those diamonds, they dip downwards as they rock back and forth. Sometimes it's kind of hard to collect them. Yeah, the shots that you can upgrade, or you can get access to different ones. They can branch out in different directions. They can be like homing shots. We'll see those upgrades a little bit later on. But man, the way that the screen turns around, like I said, the sprite scaling, sprite rotation, just nothing like this at this point in gaming history. Here's another boss, and note that he has these little missiles that fly upwards and then down at you. Once you get, I might have mentioned this, once you get that special weapon and use it against the boss, you'll be able to end fights a lot quicker than before. There will be a meter on the left side of the screen, maybe not right here, that'll show how much energy you have left for your special weapon. Well, I destroyed him just in time. Again, when you have no shield, you will be able to take like 2 more hits, and that's it. Then you're dead. Hey, I got 2 new shots, wide beam and wide beam. They're the same weapons for each shot, and you'll be able to select between those 4. And I got a new special weapon. It's called EMDS, and I don't remember what the hell that stands for. But definitely make use of those for the boss. And you see on the left side it says like 5.1. That's how much energy you have. Excuse me. That's how much energy you have for your special weapon. And note my left weapon is kind of scattering its shot around. It's because I changed it from being a straight regular shot. But between stages, you'll be able to change your weapon configuration. Again, I like that the enemy bullets are generally not very fast moving, but the enemies themselves are, and they can just appear from anywhere. Oops. Yeah, look for those orange diamonds. You need to shoot them. Do not run into them, or you'll get hurt. But if they had a shield repair in them, then you'll get that shield back that you lost from being hit by it. The music in this game is also pretty strong. There's a lot of things to recommend about this game. Sometimes enemies in kind of below you, the polygon enemies, their shots you will need to avoid as well. Oops. Like I said, I'm not going to do a full playthrough, but we will see snippets at least of the later stages. And there is one of the special weapons, the one that I have, that was called whatever it was, EMDS. Died.
Game over.
And it shows you various stats from your recent game. And you can continue up to 5 times you will start over at the beginning of the stage that you died on. We will scoot forward to me beating this boss here. Oops. Yeah, you gotta watch out for those big lasers. This particular boss, I think you just let the ship fly away, and then that's it. Kind of weird. But there is an extra option that I can use. And now look at, I have a phalanx beam, and auto aiming. I think the antimatter bomb might have been my favorite weapon. You will see their strengths as you put the cursor over them of the different special weapons that you use. But again, the weapons that you can use for left or right, forward beam, wide beam, phalanx beam, and auto aiming. And auto aiming is very nice. There will be some bosses that are real easy to defeat. Oops, I paused a lot in some of the areas that had tight curves, and you could easily slam into a post or a wall and take damage. But the option weapons that you can select from are graviton bomb, EMDS, photon torpedo, and antimatter bomb. But yeah, make use of them against the bosses, and you will see your percentage of your option on the left rise as you continue to defeat enemies, which means you can use that weapon a lot more. But yeah, I think it's like 40,000 points will get you a new shot for the left or right. And maybe it's like every 50,000 points you get a new option, but you can only get 4 of them. And you will see energy percentage next to them as you put the cursor over them, showing how powerful they are. And now we go to stage 5. Like I said, we'll just look at a little bit of each remaining stage. And there are 12 stages. Yeah, I just could not believe the graphics on this game when I was playing. I was just like, are you kidding? That's beautiful. There is a trick that makes the game a whole lot easier that we will look at later, and it lets you recover your shield with the press of a button. I will show you a whole bunch of tricks later on. Yeah, there were a handful of really good shoot-'em-ups for the Sega CD. This was one. So was Lords of Thunder, and KO Flying Squadron was a good one too. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the fire that this guy shoots out of his thrusters, I guess. But there, we polished him off. Yeah, use that, save that weapon for the boss, that special weapon, and you can make the fight much shorter. Here's another cutscene, another cinematic scene. These are so cool.
Entering last approach. You're on the slope now. Hold her there. Can you feel the magnet? Rear magnet catch. Touchdown. There you go. Welcome home.
Yeah, I've never played the other games in the Silpheed series. Like I said, the original was for the computers, and then there was a sequel called Silpheed, the Lost Planet. That was 2001, And then there was a release called Project Silpheed, released in 2007. And we're going to use the phalanx beam for the left side gun of my ship and the right side gun of my ship. Yeah, there will be some bosses where using more spread firepower that allows you to shoot to the left or to the right will really come in handy. Yeah, the stronger firepower you have, you can take out some of those big projectiles that are coming at you, like those. But don't always rely on that. It's best to get the hell out of the way. That icon gives you limited invincibility, and that icon was also gleaned from shooting those orange diamonds. And now we have this cool planetoid, or whatever it is, firing lasers from its cannon as it flies around. There's another, there's a limited invincibility icon. You'll see a notice saying invincibility off when it wears out, so you'll get plenty of warning. There's also icons that can make a smart bomb. It can destroy all the enemies on the screen at once. And here's another boss. And there's another special weapon that I'm using. It's a little force field thing that can cause damage to the boss and make the fight a lot shorter. Yeah, when your ship flies off like that, you've beaten the boss. Yeah, certain option shots, projectiles, are better than others in certain situations against certain bosses. Now I've got total spread shot to the sides. That's probably not a very good idea much of the time. And you can definitely slam into walls and posts and such in this stage. And I think this one spins wildly around. Yeah, and you have to take care not to slam into things. And the game again is giving you directions. Definitely heed those directions and watch out for those clamps that close in on you. Yeah, those bonus yellow diamonds that you can get from shooting the orange diamonds, I think they can give you a maximum of 50,000 points. Some of them can be very lucrative. Those are rare, though. Ah, crap. Sometimes it pays to just kind of circle around a boss and shoot him when you can. There's no real penalty for taking your time if you need to, other than the last boss. Here, I think it's a really good idea to have that side shot. Yeah, you need to shoot something that's like at the top center of the screen, some sort of sensor. And being here, you'll be able to shoot the enemies that come out of this hatch just below it, and pepper that sensor with shots. And I've beaten the boss. That was pretty easy. But yeah, you'll always go to this weapon select screen in between stages. Sometimes there will be a cutscene, but oftentimes not. And you'll just go to the next stage. But yeah, look at that shield meter at the top right. And when you take a hit, it'll lose one of those colored blocks. There's blue, light blue, white, orange, and red. And collecting those shield repairs from that you glean from the shot orange diamonds can repair 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks, or all of them. And you'll get bonus points for collecting those too. Oops. Yeah, you gotta watch out for the lasers shooting. Sometimes I don't know what the voices are saying. There is another trick or cheat later on that we'll look at where you can listen to the voice samples of the game. Some of them, or maybe one of them, has profanity. Some of the voice acting is kind of cheeseball. Yeah, I only briefly saw like a picture of the, or maybe a video of the original Silpheed from, I think it was like 1988. It was nothing like this. This was super impressive. Yeah, when you die, the screen turns red and you explode. Yeah, sometimes things will fly right at you, and the big colored polygon ones can actually cause damage when they bump into you. There's another boss. There will be some repeat bosses. This one will repeat for sure. And definitely make use of that special weapon. Getting a pretty good score. And once again, it's like every 40,000 or something, you will get a new gun for your ship, left or right. And then it's like, I think every 50,000 you can get a new option weapon. Yeah, I really like the what they call it, the auto aiming weapon. It's good to use that, and maybe a phalanx beam for the other shot. It just depends from stage to stage which setup is best. Yeah, that guy screwed me over pretty good. Yeah, I didn't, a lot of the time I didn't do all that great. I've never been superb at shoot 'em ups. And here's another boss and another special weapon. This one fires like a bunch of star-like things that home in on the boss. Yeah, if you have auto aiming, oftentimes you can just start making circles around the boss and you'll still be able to shoot him. Yeah, sometimes you get a lot of shield back after you clear a stage, and sometimes you don't get that much, and I'm not sure what factors into that. This stage is kind of jerky, but it's beautiful. But it's kind of jerky. It doesn't look as good as the sprite scaling or the sprite rotation in the other stages. And it's kind of hard to see the bullets on this one sometimes. There's a bomb you fire a big single straight bomb, and that can cause a lot of damage on the boss. This is, of course, a mini boss. There's a number of them on this stage. Something I didn't mention is when you are super low on energy, when your shield is gone, your double shot will be reduced to a single shot. And your speed may be cut down as well. Yeah. And this guy again. Yeah, he makes a number of appearances, this boss. You just gotta watch his regular shots and not be there when the big shots are fired. If you take a long time with many of the bosses, I think they'll eventually just fly off on their own. Yeah, again, I'm not sure what determines how much of your shield you get back after completing a stage. It's almost May. What are your plans for May Day or maybe even Mother's Day? Yeah, there will be a number of things you can run into on this stage as well. Posts or walls or whatever. So you have to be very dexterous. And there will be these big explosions that you need to get out of the way of. You have to watch out for these rotating shield things. Music can be kind of weird on this stage. Oh, and then these stupid triangles. They take a lot of hits. Sometimes when I was playing a really fast-moving, difficult stage, I would keep hitting pause so I would have time to react. And here is the same boss as the first stage, I believe. But when you destroy him, you have another boss. But this boss is painfully easy. Enjoy it while you have easy bosses. Because I have was it an auto-aiming shot? There's like a sensor that you need to shoot, but you have to be at the far left or far right to avoid its laser fire. But no problem. I'll take him out easy. Almost looks like you can be crunched by those collapsing panels, but you can't. So now I gotta move over to the right. Just hold down the fire button and I'll take out this this cannon or whatever it is. We are almost to the final boss of the game, and you have to beat him in time or else he will kill you. And even if you use the cheat where you can keep putting in more shields, it'll still kill you. But yeah, we'll look at a number of cheats later on. And now we're going to stage 12. And it looks like victory is at hand. If, killed all the bad guys or whatever, and you're your friends fly off into space. But wait, whoops, some of your buddies are toast. What happened? There's one final boss left. Big old weapon platform, or whatever you want to call it. And this guy is a pain in the ass. The screen rotates wildly around, and his cannons fire big old lasers. And you have to know which way to go to avoid them, and you have to constantly move. Constantly moving is a big key in this game. You do not want to stand still. You will be toast rather quickly. So here is the final boss, and that is the stage, is the boss. Yeah, see, there's big old lasers shooting out, and you don't want to be in the way. That center part is what you need to shoot, and you will need to constantly use your special weapon over and over and over again. Shoot it whenever you get the opportunity. But eventually, see, the ship will rotate around, and you'll need to know which way to go to avoid those lasers. And I really didn't move out of the way. But we'll see me destroy this boss. You'll have to watch out for these guns that he releases at you. But yeah, just keep shooting that as much as you can. And if you don't do it, enough, he will wipe you out. There's nothing you can do about it.
Game over.
Kind of a fey-sounding game over message. But there's those stats that you get when your game is truly over. But again, you can go to the main screen after this, and you will be able to select continue, and you can continue up to 5 times. Unfortunately, if you are fighting the last boss, and your score is based on what your score was when you started that stage, that'll reset your score to that. But if you get to the last boss and elect to continue, you will be brought back one stage, which sucks. See, stage 11. That's lame. This game is so long, they shouldn't do that. At any rate, we're going to skip that, and we'll see me destroying the boss. That little homing crystal special weapon is probably the best weapon against this boss. But do not stop letting him have it. Here, I put on the restore shield cheat here, and we will look at that cheat later. And here is the ending to Silpheed. But this was Silpheed, created by Game Arts in 1993. There were other games around this time that were using color polygon graphics, like Virtua Fighter. But this was absolutely top of the line. This was the best that it had gotten in this game. It was just beautiful, magnificent. I just could not tear my eyes away. It was so awesome. That is Silpheed by Game Arts in 1993, and pretty soon we will have a look at the cheats. There's a number of cheats for this game. There will also be credits for Silpheed coming up. But again, this was originally a game for the personal computer. It might have first been released for the NEC PC 88. And again, there was a sequel called Silpheed The Lost Planet in 2001, which might have been for PlayStation 2, and Project Silpheed in 2007. I don't know what console that was for. Consoles. But with Project Silpheed, they respelled it SYLPHEED. I don't know why. But here are the credits for Silpheed. And again, those orange diamonds, when you shoot them enough, they will release bonus point diamonds, shield repair icons, an item that can make all the enemies on the screen blow up, all small enemies. There is an all repair icon, which will completely repair your shield. There is an icon that gives you more option energy, option weapon energy, and there is an icon that will give you limited invincibility. And in between the stages, you will get to select between the weapons for both your guns and your option weapon. And the shots for your left gun or your right gun are forward beam, wide beam, phalanx beam, and auto aiming. And then the option weapons are graviton bomb, EMDS, photon torpedo, and antimatter bomb. And that was Silpheed by Game Arts in 1993. And there is your stats. And now we are going to go ahead and look at some cheats. First off, you can get more continues. Run your continues down to 1. And then during this animated cutscene, you wait at the start until this cinema scene appears. And you press right, up, ABC, left, left, down, C, A, and start. And then you will be able to get 10 continues. And then wait for this scene to play again from the title screen. You just wait, and then this scene will appear. Then on controller 2, press left, A, B, up, down, up, up, left, right, C, right, down, and B. And this is the debug mode. This just shows a bunch of numbers. And you start a game. And you see the numbers at the bottom. And they'll show that when you play your regular game as well. You'll see them at the left and right. Yep. So nothing terribly special. And then once again on this type of screen, when you wait at the title screen and this cinematic scene begins, wait for this scene from the title screen. Then press down, down, up, up, right, left, A, B, and start. And you can do a stage select. So, you can select your starting stage. You can also select some video or some cinematic scenes. Yep. Press A to choose the stage or to look at some cinema scenes. You just cycle through the different level select areas. And now you can do a voice test.
Let's go!
On controller 2, hold A, B, and C and press start on controller 1. You can listen to the different voice samples. At least one of them has shit in it. But most of these are activated during this type of this scene. But best trick of all, wait for this cinema scene again, then press right, left, A, right, up, CB down, left, B, A, up, and start. And now during gameplay, you start a game, hit A anytime you need to restore your shield. Yep. Whenever you want to recover your shield, press A to restore one piece on controller 2. Well, that was Silpheed, game number 14 in our 20 from the Sega CD series. Yeah, simply press A on controller 2 to make that work. And I thank you for watching. I hope you join me soon for game number 13. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.